What's up, Aries? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have you all here with me today. We are going to do a fun little tarot spread for you all about career, money, finances, jobs, opportunities, all that good stuff. Keep in mind these are general messages, and that means not everything I say is going to resonate with everyone out there. Please use your intuition to determine which messages are for your best and highest good. Only take those messages away. If something isn't resonating, feel free to push that aside, to release it, right? You don't need to limit yourself to one tarot reader or one video for that matter. I always encourage you guys to check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs and the videos associated with those if you would like additional messages or more clarity. And come into this with an open heart and an open mind, right? And tarot is all about self-growth, right? If you came in knowing all the answers, that would kind of defeat the purpose. So again, open heart, open mind. Sometimes messages will resonate in the future, in a few days, in a few weeks, even in a few months. Everything you need to know about this video will be in the description box below, including the decks I am using, as well as my social media channels. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Check that out. We are going to hop in for my Aries friends. So, Ace of Swords, starting it off good. This is your energy, Aries. Pisces just had this as well. I don't know if any of you are dealing with a Pisces, but... So, Ace of Swords is a brand new beginning, a brand new start. It's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And it has to do with the mental plane, right? Our thoughts, our ideas, even our communications, our actions forward, coming to some sort of truth or knowledge or decision. Let's clarify it. Let's see what we can get for it. And I feel there's great contentment and happiness around it. Yeah, very cool. What is this sword about? What do we need to know about this Ace of Swords for our Aries friends? What do we need to know about this Ace of Swords? Something about your natural, like I heard natural habitat, but it's like you finally feel like you're in a good place. I don't know if it's a new idea or just a new beginning, or it could be a new job, or even just like the new, I do want to say feeling, even though it's not cups, that you're finally where you're supposed to be. Interesting. So clarifying it is the Two of Pentacles. So I'm getting that there was some sort of tangible decision that needed to be made, and you did make it, and I think you're feeling like you made the correct decision. That's what I'm getting from this. I could go this way or I could go that way, and I think you were giving them both equal amounts of thought, right? Something about weighing out the pros and cons, or the like balancing of the scales. It could have been two different like projects, two different opportunities, two different jobs. It could have been deciding between who you wanted to work with or who you were going to promote within the company, or tangible. So I mean, it's pentacles, so it could be a person, but it could be money, where you want to invest your money, where you want to take your money, what you want to invest in. And also pentacles can have to do with the body as well. So what's going to be the healthiest decision for some of you. And it may also involve the house or the home. Or I take that to mean the house or the home, meaning like the space you do your work in, so the location essentially. It may have been like, we could move to this city or we could move to that city. And that would make sense, especially because I was just getting like location and habitat so much with this Ace of Swords. Maybe you decided to open up a branch or a new shop or a new location in a different location. And yeah, I'm just getting satisfied. So I mean, that's pretty good. We'll take it. I don't know where the drama and the conflict is. Usually we run into that immediately, but yeah, I'm getting contentment. So hey, more power to you, Aries. I like that. Ooh. So let's do what is going to be the challenge or focus. The Ace of Pentacles. So you have three aces. I usually do bottom of the deck at the end, but I just feel like it has to be said. You have an ace in almost every single elemental suit. The only one you don't have is cups, water. So we'll see if that comes. Yeah, interesting. So a passionate new beginning, and that is your energy, wands, fire. You have it in air, thoughts, ideas, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And you also have it in, again, tangibility, pentacles, earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I am getting moving and travel for a lot of you, but this is coming up as your focus or your challenge is dealing with the one choice. So it's, okay, so this may be that you made the choice, right? You had this option or that option, and now you're dealing with how to nurture that one option that you invested in or have spent your time and your efforts in, right? There's effort here, right? And with this card, I do get this sense of it's a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot of energy having to be exerted. There's a lot of effort in this endeavor. There may be some sort of obstacle that you're having to work your way through, or an uprise of challenges that you didn't see coming. But I'm just getting like the project or business or whatever, it is surrounded in good light. There is happiness and joy and contentment in it. But yeah, there may be more obstacles involved than you thought. Something about the number 5 here is important. I don't know if there's like 5 contracts or 5 employees you're bringing on, or something on the 5th of the month. I don't know if it would be like the 5th of September, or I don't know, maybe that's your birthday or something. Not the 5th of September, just to be clear, but yeah, something happening the 5th. So it could even be maybe in Leo season. I think they are the 5th house. So yeah, I don't know. Something about the number 5 is important there. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles for Aries. The 8 of Cups. All right, that makes sense. Well, there are those cups. It's not the ace, but the 8 of Cups is a card of bravery. The reason being, it's having to take stock of what's around you, what's in your current, again, environment, location, and recognize the cups, if you will, were once emotionally satisfying, bringing me joy and fulfillment. They no longer are. It's not that they're terrible. It's not that they're completely useless. There's been valuable lessons and knowledge and growth involved in obtaining these 8 of Cups, right? But yeah, it's like you're looking around and it's this energy of, I can do better. Not only I deserve better than this, but more of this, more of whatever this ace is, this new beginning. That is going to bring me even more joy and happiness and fulfillment that I currently have. Something about a spiritual path, feeling like you were divinely guided to walk away from wherever you're at and take a new risk, a new challenge. I mean, it's absolutely something new because you have 3 aces. The number 3 might be important to you as well. There is uncertainty, something about what you're going after. All the answers may not be made totally clear. Like almost, I'm getting like shadowy, like moon energy. It's a dark sky with a guiding light of the moon being your intuition, your internal guidance system that's driving you forward. But yeah, maybe how you're going to build this business, how you're going to build this new project team or whatever it is. There's areas that are like shades of gray. It's a little bit like figuring it out a little bit as you go. And that's what this card is. It's figuring it out as you go. There may be challenges, particularly involving money, right? With Pentacles that you didn't see, you may be having to spend a little bit more to get things up and running than you originally had allocated for or anticipated. But you did, I think for a lot of you, you are making the choice to go forward. It was like the whole energy was based in options and then cutting one out or investing in one, choosing one, coming to clarity and truth about which pentacle you want to go with. Or I mean, for some of you, maybe it's incorporating both ideas if that's what these pentacles stand for. But yeah, for a lot of you, you may have been splitting your time between a main job and a side job, something that maybe you were more passionate about, but this was like your steady income job. You may end up choosing to do something that's bringing you more joy and passion. But again, it comes with its own struggles. But I am getting there's more joy involved. You're leaving behind the status quo to go after something that's going to fill your cup. I'll be curious to see if we get the Ace of Cups. So the challenger focus is I think keeping at it is what it is. When challenges arise, when financial struggles present themselves, things that you weren't anticipating, keep going down. I'm just getting the road less traveled, because you know that there's light guiding you. Again, that intuition is part of that light metaphor, but also look, there's light peeking out through the grass and the trees. It's like something is calling you to keep going, like better times ahead. There, if you're in the dark, right, we were saying shades of gray on determining the correct way to do it or how to approach it, whatever. Clarity is ahead. Light, illumination is ahead. So yeah, like push through a little longer. See, like he's being challenged, right? This object is like triple the size of him. So that could mean that you have a lot of money coming to you, but again, it will come once you get over some hurdles that are going to be presented. What is the help available to you? The Knight of Cups. All right, so Piscean energy. Some of you may have a Pisces in your life. Well, there's more cup energy. The Knight of Cups is the hopeless romantic, the dreamer, someone who is very much in tune with their emotions. And because we know knights bring change into our lives, change and movement forward, a lot of you are changing locations, moving homes, moving offices, moving across the country, moving towns, moving your business into other countries, or even like online, like widespread, putting your product out there for the world to see. You're doing it because your emotions are invested in this. I mean, that's what we were saying, going after for the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment. Cup energy is, and water, it's love, it's emotion, it's contentment, it's fulfillment. Something about making it to brighter shores. I think that's what this was saying too, where things will be illuminated. It's like once you get past the struggle or the challenges, what awaits you is like an ocean of like potential. And again, water in tarot being significant of emotions, right? But I am getting like joy. Something about like splashing playfully in the waters. Some of you may be moving to the ocean or to, I don't know, going on vacation to like a lake or a tropical area. The help available to you, though, is being true to your heart's desire. It doesn't come from the logical of what people are telling you. And it doesn't necessarily come from the funds of what your bank account currently looks like. It has to do with, is this in alignment with my heart? Does the idea of this make me feel joy and giddy? Symbolically, like splashing around in a puddle of water when you're a child. Does this idea provoke the same emotional response and reaction from you? Something about taking flight. And I don't know if that has to do with like emotions that are like, raising your vibration, where, the idea of flight, flying up in the air, higher vibration. Or it may have to do with literal flight, like in an airplane if you're traveling. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups for, I almost called you Pisces, for Aries. What is this Knight of Cups about? The Four of Cups. I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry for the coughing. I know that's annoying. So the Four of Cups is something that isn't emotionally satisfying, something that's boring you, and that is the catalyst for what's making you go after something bigger, something more grandiose, something about like rigidity and conformity, law and order and structure, like the idea of the pillars being the straight and narrow, something to do with like maybe law or legal agreements, contracts, something that bores you to death. That's the Four of Cups. It's like, there's no joy in this. What I'm getting is that this is what you're leaving behind. That's your Eight of Cups, right, in the past. Again, important foundation and lessons and structure that, you needed to learn this, right? It's a solid foundation, but now you're ready to expand. You're ready to grow. We think of the four corners of a house. That's nice and steady. Fours are nice, even numbers. but eventually you're going to have to leave the comfort zone. I am getting something, it's easy and dull and it's mundane. You've done it before. So yeah, again, some of you are, I think you're leaving something behind so that you can go splash in the puddles. Something about, I said this to another sign too. It may have been Pisces, or I honestly don't remember, but embracing your inner child. If you were to, shoot back to your childhood when you wanted to be an actress or whatever, an astronaut, a cowboy, a singer, a famous rock and roll singer, would the child version of yourself approve what you're doing now? That was a weird way of phrasing that. But I think you understand what I'm saying. It's like, go back to that really pure, innocent version of you before you were maybe tainted by, again, law and order and structures and what your parents want you to do and what you have to do to provide for this person or that person. And I'm not saying throw that out the window, right? There's legitimacy in why you had this sort of structure to begin with. But there's something about aligning with the younger version of yourself. Did you throw your hopes and dreams away? I don't know, for a decision that you made, and I don't know, are you regretting it? Did you choose one over the other? And as I was saying, for some of you, it's like the main source of income versus the side hobby, and then trying to get the side hobby up and running to be the main source of income. Cups can be income in a financial read. It's going to be challenging. It's not going to be easy. But yeah, I'm just getting it's bringing you joy that was more. Maybe you haven't felt that joy since childhood. You haven't felt that sense of fun, of adventure, of inspiration, of motivation until you decided to really recognize what it is that you want, what it is that I do want to say deserve, what your hopes and dreams and wishes are, leaving the comfort zone behind and things that just aren't bringing you joy, right? It's just kind of whatever. That's the Four of Cups. That's all right. Yeah, and finding your puddle to go splash in. I'm probably going to name your video something like that. I keep wanting to call you Pisces. I think it's because this is a Pisces card. And I did Pisces before you, Aries, but maybe there's a Pisces in your life that is significant. I do feel like there's a reason why that keeps coming up. So yeah, maybe you're going to be speaking to a Pisces that's going to motivate you. Piscean energy, again, is very like dreamer, creative. Maybe that's why. Maybe you have a lot of Pisces in your chart. You may have a Pisces moon. And that's an interesting dynamic, water and fire, right? But yeah, if you do have a Pisces in your life, they tend to be very artistic dreamers of the zodiac. So they may be a good person to get in touch with if you are trying to like harness that like inner child, that like almost like naive innocence of dreams, of wishes coming true, wishing on a star, something like that. I just heard Jiminy Cricket, when you wish upon a star. Oh, you guys, that's so cute. When you wish upon a star. I love that. And, okay, so let's go off of that metaphor. Maybe that has to do with feeling like you are a puppet, right? Pinocchio. Maybe you feel like currently in your job or in your workspace, you're like a puppet on a string. Somebody else is the puppet master controlling the way you do things, or just simply controlling your ability to grow within the company, right? It's like you're stuck in this role, you're stuck in this job title, and at this point it's like you may have worked at it for a long time and there's nothing keeping you there. That's what both these cards are saying. There's nothing keeping you here that is bringing you joy. So go after that wish you made upon a star when you were a child. That's a cute message. I like that. Okay, the Knight of Wands is coming up as your advice or guidance. I love that. The Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy. The traveler, he likes to go on journeys, he or she. Interesting. So Knight of Wands is all about what inspires us, what motivates us, right? What wishes do we make? What is it that we want to experience? That's really important here. The Knight of Wands is all about the experience, and it is that fire energy like you, Aries. Something that draws our eye, like a moth to a flame, right? It's like we see it and we need to experience it. We need to desire it because there is some preoccupation with I just can't get my mind off of this. It either, for a lot of you, it's something you've never done. Again, with all these aces, I want to experience this new, exciting thing. But yeah, it does involve leaving the comfort zone, leaving what you know. Again, taking the road less traveled. I think I said that earlier with this card. Stepping out of... It is about going into the unknown. It's stepping into that shadowy moon energy and almost having faith, really. Taking a leap of faith that if your heart is calling you to do this, if that inner child inside of you is just screaming at the opportunity to go and experience this, whatever it is you're headed towards, this is like leaving behind the negative self-talk of, it may have something to do with conformity. I don't know. Negative self-talk or lower vibration of I can't do this because I'm not good enough or I don't deserve it or I don't know, I don't have enough money or this or that. And I'm not saying that that's something to just push aside. I mean, we all have different levels of risk that we're comfortable with, right? That's up to you. But the Knight of Wands is a risk taker. I'm just going to put that out there. He doesn't always think in advance, right? He's very much living in the moment. The desire to experience something new, living in the now. There is such a, with the Knights in general, they are like the teenagers, right? They're not the older, mature king and queen. There's a very youthful spirit about you, Aries. And yeah, it's like these Knights want to go and experience things that excite them, things that motivate them, opportunities they see growth and potential in, and things that make them enjoy it, right? Again, emotions, happiness, things that make them feel love, things that make them feel love from within and allows them to like just radiate it and put love out into the world. It's using the gifts and talents you have, and I'm just getting you're sitting on it. It's like being... I'm trying to think of a good expression. It's being tamed. It's being controlled. It's like you're trying to tame the fire that exists within you. But Aries, you're a fire sign. It's like you're meant to glow big and bright. You're meant to burn brightly and again attract like moth to a flame. I think you have something really important that you want to put out into the world or contribute, you know, make a difference or just feel like you're leaving a great mark on the world. Something about like your legacy of what you want to create, you know, artistic creation of some kind potentially. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands for Aries. What is this about? Stepping out of the shadow of I don't know, your family, your siblings, your co-workers, or people you feel like you're in competition with. You were meant to stand out. You were meant to shine. This is stepping out from the shadow of other people who, again, are keeping you down. That idea of the puppet master, feeling like you're not in control of your destiny, like you're being mobily operated by. I just saw that NSYNC video where they're like puppeteers, or they're like Barbie dolls, right? And they're being, what song is that? It's Gonna Be Me, maybe? I don't know, whatever. Maybe some of you love NSYNC. Maybe that's how that came. But yeah, it's like being your own puppet master of your future, of your destiny. You don't want to be controlled and manipulated, being held back, not being truthful to your path. You want to go and experience new things, and I'm just getting in your current setting you can't do that. So I think it is worth it to push through the obstacles, push through the challenges, potentially for some of you push through the financial risk involved if it's what your heart is calling you to do. Because boom, the Empress. I love seeing that in a financial spread, right? The Empress builds an empire. She is creativity incarnate, right? I should say she is creation incarnate. She's Mother Nature, right? She gives birth to babies. She gives birth to new ideas, to new opportunities. Sorry, Aries, my camera froze. So yeah, the Empress. I think you guys are sitting on like, I just heard sitting on your throne. But the thing is, you're sitting on potential, but you're not putting it to use yet. The Empress is like, there's life inside of her, but she hasn't given birth to it yet. That's a metaphor of what you're trying to do here, right? And for some of you, it's like you're stuck in this mundane job where it's like every day it's the same thing. And yeah, it's just, there's no love, I was going to say lust. There's no love or passion. You have to like go back to that, something about tapping the well of creativity. A lot of you, this is something in the arts. It's not going to be for everyone. But yet, at minimum, it's finding joy, and I don't know how much joy you find in your current place. It may be seeking out different avenues, right? If you're not looking to leave the company or whatever you're currently at, it's seeking out new possibilities where you can contribute, again, these skills that you've been sitting on, that exist inside you, potentiality like a baby, right? And give birth to them, to nurture the seed, to mother the seed, so that, yeah, you can experience what it's like to actually utilize those skills, to not just, or utilize, I think get paid for them, quite frankly, to capitalize on those skills, to have income because of like your natural skills and abilities. Like, you're an Empress, Aries. I was gonna say start acting like it, but that sounds really harsh. But I mean that in like a motivational way. Again, this is the underlying energy. It's like you are the Empress already, you just don't realize it. You're seeing yourself, I think, as a knight. You're an Empress, like major arcana. Yeah, this is your only major arcana, and it's the Empress in a financial spread. That's kind of a good omen. Something about reap what you sow. You are going to have to make strides and put in the effort into whatever you're trying to grow. It's not, again, I'm getting a lot. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to bring you great joy. It's a passionate new start. It's a passionate new beginning. And I'm almost getting something about seeing it from the inside. This may be representative of where you're currently at. There's something about bursting free, liberation, flying free, something about going up towards the stars. It's a firefly, right? Is that what we're supposed to, or maybe it's not a firefly, but I'm going to go with my firefly metaphor. Something about, it's like you're this glowing light, but you're being held captive. You need to like burst free and be up in the stars where you belong. Because even that, it's a metaphor. It's like you see yourself as a firefly, like just this little guy, the insect or whatever. It's like you are meant to rise above and be among the stars. It's like a much bigger, broader, worldly perspective. There's something cosmic about it, written in the stars. You were supposed to go down this path. Follow your intuition. We see that in the moon with the Eight of Cups. Follow your intuition to realize your dreams and what's going to make you happy. You're not just a firefly, baby. You're one of the stars. So maybe some of you are destined for stardom. Oh my God, you guys. The star. That's the card underneath. Follow the lighthouse. Again, like, follow that internal light that is guiding you. And also, break out of this. It's like something is containing you. Puppet master, right? Be the master of your own destiny. All right, Aries, that's what I got for you. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this resonated with a whole bunch of you out there. Let me know in the comments below. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.